www.warmup.co.nz.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning. From quick fixes to full renovations, he's got the tools, the team and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here
And Cassie Murphy.
from G and Higton Funeral Directors.
Don't leave it up to someone else to tell your story. Do it now when you can enjoy being part of the conversation.
With a prepaid funeral, you can have music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to our website at gnhigton.co.nz/pre-planning.
The Hurry Hui. Hurry Sports captivating sports show. The Hurry Hui covers Wellington Club Rugby as well as other sporting topics of debate. Tune in on YouTube during the rugby playing months as host Brad Hudson interviews rugby players and other sporting personalities across the Wellington region and the rest of New Zealand. Catch the Hurry Hui streaming on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube and wherever good yarns are heard. The Hurry Hui live on Hurry Sports. Here at Hurry Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Hurry Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro.
always like.
Having the last word.
Hi, Gavin Murphy here.
And Cassie Murphy.
And with G and Hickton Funeral Directors, you can. With a prepaid funeral plan, you can make it as relaxed or as formal as you like, with music, readings and venue all chosen by you.
Let our family care for your family. For your free funeral planning pack with everything you need to get started, go to gianhickton.co.nz/pre-planning.
Blocked drains, leaky pipes, don't let plumbing problems sideline your day. Call the team, Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Mike has been our sponsor since the very beginning, from quick fixes to full renovations. He's got the tools, the team and the know-how to get the job done right. First time, every time. Local, reliable and always on time. That's how Mike plays the game. Find Mike Pinfold at Pinfold Plumbing at extra.co.nz 027 430 4351. Mike Pinfold Plumbing and Drain Laying Limited. Also Google Mike Pinfold Plumbing and let the pros handle the flow. Here at Huddy Sports, we love a good game plan. And when it comes to travel, our go-to is Louise Reddy from New Zealand Travel Brokers. Whether it's a sports tour, a family break, or that bucket list trip, she'll get you there stress-free with all the best deals around. She's local, she's experienced, and she backs the game like we do, and she's a great supporter of Huddy Sports. Look up Louise Reddy at louisereddy.nztravelbrokers.co.nz or email louise@louise.reddy@newzealandtravelbrokers.co.nz. Travel smart and travel like a pro.
Tēnā koutou katoa, no mai, haere mai, and welcome to the Ākau Sports Centre for the College Sport Wellington Girls Sharp Cup Final for 2025. It is the defending champions Wellington East up against Queen Margaret College. And this is set to be an absolute blockbuster between these two. These two teams played each other during the season, and it was an 84 points to 52 win for Wellington East that day against Queen Margaret College. Queen Margaret, of course, some of these girls in their team played in the netball on Monday, and they're backing up, playing here on Friday. So, the Ākau Sports Centre, a good crowd here for the girls' final. Of course, earlier, the Silverstream beat St. Pat's Town 63-48 in the Poland Cup final. It's their second title ever, first since 2002. Wellington East Girls College, of course, last year beat St. Mary's in the final, and it was a comprehensive display by Wellington East. They won that game 73 points to 57 against St. Mary's. Here, though, they're up against Queen Margaret College as our officials get set to kick off the Sharp Cap Final for 2025. It's a hive of activity of basketball here this evening. Live here on Huddy Sports YouTube. This to close out the College Sport Wellington Winter Finals for the Premier Grades. It'll be Wellington East in their dark navy shirts with the yellow numbers, and Wellington East with the white singlets. As we wait for tip-off. Finals action is about to get underway, and we're underway. Early for Wellington East in the hands of Vera Schmidt. But Queen Margaret have got the turnover, and they press down forward hard. Looking to get the opening points. Salo Tufale is their coach for Wellington East. And it's a turnover against Queen Margaret, so Wellington East looking to press up early. Back down to Schmidt. And Schmidt takes it in herself. And that's the first points of the final. Wellington East. Ahead. Here's Queen Margaret now. Queen Margaret this season, 5 wins, 3 losses. They beat Mana last week, who actually were top of the grade. Beat them 91 points to 82. Queen Margaret with the tussle. And they get the foul against them by the looks of it. Wellington East will throw this in from the ball line. Possession here of Tafare. And in it goes. Points there for Nawai Campbell. Played in last year's finals, he get 10. Year 11 this year for Wellington East. 4-0 to Wellington East. Early in this first quarter, the Sharp Cup final. Opportunity there from Harding. Fortunately, couldn't quite go in. And Smith brings it up the court. In possession now with Campbell. The shot comes for free. Too much that time. Tied it up by Campbell. Back to Schmidt. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They hook it in. Great work there from Campbell. That's 4 points for her. 6-0 the score. Wellington is searching for options. Back down to Harding. And Bennett. Searching more to get their first points. There's Tangi. It's the foul. But unfortunately, ruled against her, and Wellington East get it back. Tangi, she was the goal attack for Wellington East on Monday night. Unfortunately, they went down to St. Mary's in that netball final, 41-23. Shot comes as well. Oh, that is an absolute beauty there from Asher Young. 3 points is on the board for her. And we've got our first time out of the final. 9-0, Wellington East. Tufeli has also got assistant coaches Ed Sito, who has been involved in the program at Wellington East Girls for a long time. And Jaden Tofali as well. Baker Taiku is the coach for Queen Margaret. Wellington East this season, second in the regular season. 7 win, 1 loss. They beat St Mary's last week, 70 points to 56 to make the final. What's more interesting about the finals, the top qualifiers, both the boys and the girls, did not make the final. They were knocked out in their respective semi-finals. As the first time-out period comes to an end. And Queen Margaret, plenty to ponder for them. As they come back onto the court now. Queen Margaret pressing up the court. The hands of Tokyo passes it in. And it's stolen here by Wellington East. And they counter. Counter hard they do. They get the foul as well. The shot didn't go in that time there by Asher Young. But she'll have the free throw, the free line. First attempt successful. Now by Campbell. 5th point of the night. Tied it up by Schmidt. Campbell in position. Looks to bring it in again. Shot comes. There's the issue light there for Ava Yee. Volley, netball and basketball rep noted that she loves her three-pointers. Now they press down. Wellington East, unfortunately, their attack's not going to plan for them at the moment. It's 12-0. It's under 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Another opportunity for free. And it's unsuccessful. Schmidt tidies it up, though. And Campbell slowing it down. Oh, it's been overstretched. Campbell brings it in, but been a halt to proceedings. Not allowed. Error against Wellington East, picked up by the officials. And Queen Margaret with a reprieve. Wellington East found in a 1925. Take the line and pass it on. Their principal, Gal Ashworth. Stolen here by Wellington East. Still no points on the board yet for Queen Margaret. The shot comes down. They get the foul. Makes some work yet again by Campbell. And it'll be Campbell yet again on the free throw line. That's for another shot. Gets that one in. Out to the ball for Campbell, looking to convert the second one. And does just that. So 14-0. 6 minutes to go in this first quarter. Wellington East in total control. Queen Margaret searching for the first. But foul's been picked up. Much to the disbelief of Te Orangi Tafari. And here, Nahala with the opportunity. Gets the first points for Queen Margaret. Second opportunity now. Gets it in. Make it 14-2. Under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. And Rangi, unfortunately, losing position. And now it's Queen Margaret's turn to capitalise. Shot for free. Oh, beautiful there from Va'uasua. And 14-5 the score. And timeout has been called. Well, Wellington East dominating the opening few minutes. But just in that last minute there, Queen Margaret striking back. 5 quick points for them. Queen Margaret and their team huddle in a deep discussion with their coach. It was Queen Margaret. They've been in 3 finals at college sport premier grades over the last 2 weeks. It was in the girls final last Wednesday that we brought you on Ākau Sports, that they went up against Wellington girls and they won 2-1 that day. Late one in the 4th quarter to win it for Queen Margaret. Fortunately, they went down to St Mary's in the netball. So they'll be hoping to pick up another title. At the moment, though, it's Wellington East that are in total control. 14-5 as timeout is coming to an end. Now Wellington East pressing up the court. Oh, fancy change of hands there that time by Young. Schmidt at the top, commanding. Young, oh, great pass down. And in it goes for Avayi. That brings it back to an 11-point margin. Wellington East now. Searching. That's brought in down by Tongia. Shot comes from Harding. Harding gets it in. That's another 2 for Queen Margaret. Now pressing down further. Shot for free. Bounces off the rim. Tidied up there by Auranga Harding. Auranga Harding. She's already got 2 points to her name. Defend well. Maddie Palu passing it out. Play centre for Queen Margaret in the netball final on Monday. It was heavy. That's like a grenade pass down the court to Schmidt. Schmidt looks to help it in. Does so. 2 points for her. 4 in the final. 18-7. With the free throw to come. Sarah Schmidt, known as the best defender on the team. Was a star player in that 2024 final. Gets that one in. So we just have just a quick change. Substitutions here. Va'uasua coming back on. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Well, we're just waiting for something to happen here. Just a bit slow starting. Looks like there was an issue on the technical table. Just taking a long time to get back underway, but we're finally ready. Now pressing down Harding. Harding could go the way. Unfortunately, foul's been picked up. 2 shot called. And Harding here. Line up the shot for Queen Margaret. Well, another sub happening for Wellington East. Not sure who number 4 is. It's a bit different to our program. But we'll do our best to get you the number 4 for Wellington East. Unsuccessful there for Queen Margaret. So Wellington East power down the court. And Campbell gets it in. A strong start by her. Twisting around now. Oh, tidied up by Queen Margaret. Now they push down. Foul's been given away. Baseline throw here for Queen Margaret. No, 3 minutes left in this first quarter. And there's a turnover. Foul's been given away. Now Campbell pressing down. And she tries to go again. Scraps picked up there by Bennett. Took the foul as well. Well, the Queen Margaret supporters, a little bit quiet here at the moment. There's Sewer, bringing it down. Excellent drive here by Sewer. Gets the foul as well. This is better play here by Queen Margaret. And the foul count as well. So, Queen Margaret now. Sewer gets this one in. Substitution again for Wellington East. Over Yee coming back on. That musical. Yep. Now pressing down they go. Vera Schmidt. Oh, nearly getting the opportunity for the shot. Now they're pressing down further. Now they press down. Oh, great shot there by Harding. That makes it 21-11. Margin down to 10. 2 minutes to go. And there's a turnover against Wellington East. And so Queen Margaret look to capitalise further. Searching for the options they go. Over it comes and then here's yes you like there for Queen Margaret. And that was Scrum-Growl that got that one. The hands of Smith. There's Queen Margaret starting to find their voice. Shot comes, and it's too far that time there for Over Yee, but they've got the ball back. Oh, good pass down. Yee goes for the shot. Unsuccessful with the 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Now they're pressing forward. And oh, that time there. Nahala nearly getting it in. Oh, couldn't get it again. Yee Tigers, it's a wild pass. Nahala's got it now. Knocked back out. And Wellington East will have the ball. For a minute and a half left in the first quarter. As the officials are just clearing something up. Another sub coming on. Matty Palu, by the looks fit, onto the court. And Campbell. Dribbles this one up the court. Oh, Schmidt losing possession. And it's going to be Queen Margaret ball. Now they press forward now, Queen Margaret. As they look. Pass down. Here to Tangi, but stolen by Schmidt. Defence is one thing she knows, and the counter-attack is another. That makes it 23-13. Bennett. Bus looks to Harding. The Harding can't get it, and Schmidt counters again. And she's going to go, and she can get it in. No, it bounces out. Tied it up there by Sewer. 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Harding. Oh, it does well with a pirouette to roll around. Under 30 seconds left now, 23-15. They've called their way back here, Queen Margaret. It was looking a bit ominous there early in the first quarter. Oh, heavy collision there, but allowed to play on. But a foul's been picked up. And some substitutions yet again happening for Queen Margaret. "14 seconds left according to our scoreboard clock. Here's Bennett now. This is her first attempt. It's a second though. This is her second. There's Campbell. Grenade throws it up the court. It's a scoop, but it can't go in. 6 seconds remaining. Can Wellington East score on the buzzer? They don't, they miss it. Campbell, still time to play. Goes down the court. Gets it in. Campbell gets that one in. Still time to play. And that will be the end of the first quarter. And it's Wellington East 25, Queen Margaret 15. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back, folks, as the quarter break is coming to an end. And it is Queen Margaret trailing Wellington East 25-15 at the moment. And we're back underway now. Queen Margaret with the first attacking opportunity. So here we are, pressing forward is Campbell. Down to Schmidt. And Schmidt now bringing it in. Looking for the options. Three-pointer! That's in! Three-pointer that time there for Waititi Penny. And here's Queen Margaret now pressing in. Back to Harding. And contact's been made on Harding. So here we are now. Queen Margaret with the throw in from the line. And looking for the options. Nahala gets it in. As if 4 points for her now. So, back down to Campbell again. And good shot. More points there. So, pressing forward now. Looking for the options. Three-pointer. Just short of the net. Oh, Schmidt thought she had it, but there's been a foul called. And Queen Margaret with the ball. So here we are. Officials having a bit of a discussion here at the moment. The technicality. As we just await to see what is happening. Officials are in deep discussion. Actually, we're coming back to the table. We're looking at the technical table. See what's going on. Looks like it's all been sorted as Queen Margaret will have it from the line, the baseline. And Wellington East have the ball. Now being called against Queen Margaret. Schmidt looking for the options. Presses down. Opportunity for free. Bounces off. They look for the rebound. Don't get it. And Queen Margaret pounced down the court. 30 points to 16. So Ellie looks to tidy up. Down the court they go. Shot for Campbell. Flicks that one in. She's having a blinder of a game. There's the point guard. And Queen Margaret trying to get the ball. And one doesn't count. So 32-15, 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter. As few substitutions start to happen again. Here with Queen Margaret now. Harding, I don't know if the pass was going to the intended target as Wellington East got it now. Now pressing down again with Campbell. Now down to Young. Opportunity for free. Dribble call's been called, and so turnover here. Queen Margaret ball. Wellington East, yes, they've got the lead. They've just got to keep patient and make sure they keep that ball in. Queen Margaret, they just got to keep scoring. They don't want that margin to get out too much. And here with Tangi. Down to Palu. Palu goes for the shot. It's short and picked up by Wellington East. Here for Wellington East now. The officials just double checking with the bench, and now we're underway. Here's Schmidt. Schmidt needs to get it out quick. But it's been ruled a treble. And unfortunately, that's the second one in space of a minute for Wellington East. My son bringing it up the court. Good blocking. There's the shot comes for their time by Tangi. Now they press up. Down it goes. Flicked in. Campbell again. But that was Ashley Young with another good run. And we've got a timeout called. And celebrations for Wellington East on that period of play. As mentioned, it's a hive of activity here at the Ākau Sports Centre. It's been great bringing you all these finals over the last 2 weeks in partnership with College Sport. Absolute beauty time. So here we are, looking at the crowd. Good crowd here for the girls' game. Plenty have stayed on after the boys. A respectful crowd as well too for the boys' final. It really was a spectacular match. It was tight. It was a very tight game. So, timeout period coming to an end as Wellington East continue to pat each other on the back, and good job they're doing. But Queen Margaret are in deep discussion. This lead is nearly out to 20 points. And they've got to try and reduce the margin, particularly Wellington East's counter-attack, which has been extremely effective. Queen Margaret now. Bringing down the court with Tangi. Surveying the options for Harding. Needs to get the ball away. It's just a bounce and dribble it. Oh, stolen, is it? No, that's been ruled a technical. Yeah, thrown from the line here for Queen Margaret. Looking around as the pass comes. As they look to press in. Shot comes. That's in. To Eliu with another one. 34-18. And they have the free throw as well. It's like the Queen Margaret mascot there in the background. Looks like it's falling asleep. Now they press down. Here for Easts. The hands are Young. Young. Tied it up there by Harding. But stolen again. And stolen again. It's going back and forth. Down to the dribble as they look to get around. Shot for free. That's in. That's a great shot that time there by Brooke Tongia. Over the long pass. Shot by Avayi, unsuccessful. 34-21. Margaret just need to be patient. Got to keep possession. They go for free again. It's in again. And it's Tongia again with another free-pointer. And just like that, it's back down to 10. Shot for free for Wellington East. Not that time. And Queen Margaret will have the ball. More subs happening for Wellington East. Well, another ball's come onto the court, so we'll just get rid of that one. Now down they go. Queen Margaret. Trailing by 10. Shot for free. Short. Tied it up. And it goes. Now down to 8. And Young. Schmidt's back on. I think this is just to settle Wellington East. That's a good pass into Schmidt. And well done there by Schmidt again. And so now, Queen Margaret. Harding under pressure from Avayi. Yee's doing well. Looking to defend off. That's a tussle in the middle. And it has to come from the line. Contact. So shot here for Harding. Oh, misses the first one. Harding gets a second go. Make sure she gets this one in time. That's their 5th goal of the evening. 36-27. Oh, that pass just had too much and it nearly took out Masanuri, the cameraman. He's all right, folks. So Queen Margaret work their way up the court again. As they look. Pass into Harding. Harding, it comes off the rim. Tied it up by Schmidt. Now Schmidt counters. Down the court. Flick back. That time there by Suafa. And the shot for free. Bounces off the rim. And Schmidt's got it back. Schmidt misses. But it's been knocked out of the court. And Wellington East will have the ball. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. And Schmidt surveys. Now they press in. Shot comes. Shot bounces out. Pressing right down the court now. Oh, wasn't expecting that one, was Lucy Hanna. And the shot's short. Wellington East will have the pill. Working the way down the court now. And Schmidt goes again. Passes it out. Shot. Unsuccessful, but there's a foul being called. And so, free throw here. This time for Aumata Suafa. Yeah, 10. Gets that one in. Brings the margin back to 10. Oh, misses the second one. Regathered by Queen Margaret. They keep it in just. Now they counter. Palu. Back out. Ta'eliu. Looks. Regathers it. Rebound. And they get the foul and the free throw. Hell to line this up. Been a tighter second quarter. Much better for Queen Margaret than the first. And that one spirals on the net. Now 37-29. And Schmidt looks to cut open. Down to Campbell. Campbell back to Schmidt. Schmidt passes in. Good defence there by Harding. Stolen again. And the side. There's Ashley Young, brings it in. Doesn't get it in. And the counter comes from Queen Margaret. They loop it in. Regathered. And a technical foul's been called. And another one from the line. And we've got a timeout called. So 37-29 the score. Wellington East taking this timeout pretty seriously. Notice that Queen Margaret are crawling their way back into this second quarter. 37-29. Deep options going on now as they look for the opportunities to counter back. So the timeout period coming to an end. Game slightly kicked off as the boys' final was delayed courtesy of the overtime by courtesy of the presentations. First attempt unsuccessful. Make sure this one counts. Down to 7. Minute and a half left in the second quarter. Shot for free is in. A beautiful shot there by Almata Suafa. Queen Margaret get this one in. Excellent work there by Bennett. 40 points to 32. A minute to go and stolen here by Queen Margaret. The counter's on. Oh, one bounce. It's gone straight into Smith. And Ashley Young brings it down. Shot comes. Bounces out. Regathered there by Almata Suafa. Ashley Young looks around. Surveys the options. And Schmidt goes for the shot for free. Bounces off. And that's been turned over as the shot clock has run out. Now 27 seconds left in the second quarter before the half-time break. As they press down. Into the hands of Palu. Harding looks to lob that one in, can't do so. Less than 10 seconds left here for Wellington. Stolen again by Queen Margaret. As the horns blow louder. Can they score to finish off? Comes off the net, and that will be half-time. 40 points to 32. A much better quarter there by Queen Margaret. But Wellington East still hold the lead. We'll be back in 5 minutes for the third quarter. Welcome back as half-time is coming to an end. It is Wellington East that are ahead. 40 points to 37. Wellington, Queen Margaret actually crawling their way back in this final. We just had to double check our scoreboard, make sure it was accurate. So 40-37 the score. It was 25-15. Tangi Tafade scoring there. We have a foul opportunity here for Queen Margaret. Just to pass it in from the line. Got some more movement here by Queen Margaret. So all they did been on the second quarter to work their way back into this match. And that's the time that the shot clock has expired. So good defence there by Wellington East. Out the top. That misses. And so Queen Margaret from the baseline to throw this one in. Oh, missed that mistake there by Palu, but she does well to tidy up to rectify that. Bounced off the backboard. There's Wellington East. Get this one in. Campbell with another two. And Palu looking around. Gives it to Harding. Grown into the game is Harding. Shot unsuccessful as Wellington East look to press forward and extend this lead more. Look to flick it in. Not successful that time. Ball rolls over the line. So Wellington East will have it back. Now pressing up here is Ashley Young. Oh, Palu does well. Contact's been made, so thrown from the line here for Queen Margaret. Now they press down. Here for Palu. Good defence set up here by Wellington East. Harding goes for the shot. Bounces off the rim. And Ashley Young. Good partnership here with Campbell. And also Rangi Tafade. Oh, it's the rebound. This is again. And Harding just got it. Now Harding. Oh, but both teams at this stage, it's all going back and forth off the rim. Wellington East will have the throw from the baseline. Oh, great play by Ashley Young against the foul as well. And this one from the free throw line. There's Young. Gets this one in. And there's another of her second. Successful again by Young. 46-37. So Queen Margaret. I'm going to try and get around this Wellington East defence that has tightened up at the start of this third quarter, and it works up trumps again as they come away on defence and look to work their way up for Ashley Young. Strong game from her. Pass across to Schmidt, the workhorse. Schmidt again in possession. Passes it in. Ava Yee. Another two for her. 48-37. The shot that time unsuccessful. As Schmidt. Up the court. Flicks it in. Can't get it in. Good defence there by Queen Margaret. Another press forward. Lucy Hanna doing well at the back. Stolen again by Young. And in again. And that's that name, folks. It is Campbell. There's the timeout has been called. And this is a much better start. The third quarter for Wellington East. And into Ponder here for Queen Margaret. Well, Wellington East supporters certainly got on there. Hoist up. Queen Margaret gone pretty quiet again. Great crowd here in store at the Ākau Sports Centre. There's the officials to bring the timeout period to an end. So Wellington East coming back out onto the court. Queen Margaret still in deep discussion. As their coach, Coach Baker, is really giving the message home. Got to keep the fight on in this final. So back underway, Queen Margaret on the attack. Here's a defence coming out from the East supporters. Harding goes for the shot. Stolen again. And here's Young growing into the game. Slam, one bounce into the court. Back to Campbell. Schmidt tidies up. And Schmidt looks around. Back to Young. Young brings it in. Back out. Three-pointer opportunity. Bounces off the rim. Excellent work there by Tangi. They work their way down. Shot for free. Unsuccessful that time by Palu. Now Schmidt pressing down the court. Schmidt with the physicality, unfortunately losing possession of the ball. And it'll be Queen Margaret, the throw in from the baseline. Well, Wellington East with the ball. Passed back in. Shot for free for Ava Yee. Bounces off the rim. Schmidt tidies up. Back again out to Rangi Tafari. Bounces off again. She has a second go. This time gets it in. 52-37. Shot for free by Queen Margaret, unsuccessful. Run from the baseline here for Wellington East. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. They often call this one the championship quarter, and it's Wellington East dominating proceedings at present. Here's Schmidt with the three-pointer opportunity. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's an absolute beauty. Oh, stolen again by Easts. They want to make this margin back to 20. Another shot for free. It's in again. Excellent work there by Asher Young. And just like that, folks, there's a 21-point lead. Wellington East ahead as another timeout has been called with 3.5 to go in the third. To speak of it, from the half-time break, Queen Margaret are yet to score in this third quarter. Such is the dominance on display by Wellington East in this third quarter. Queen Margaret in a tight tussle in a huddle at the moment. So the timeout period coming to an end. Big message has been brought down. So Queen Margaret coming back onto the court alongside Wellington East. Shot and unsuccessful. Tied it up by Young. Young up the court. Gets the foul as well. And the three-pointer. And so it'll be Young here again. Gets it in. Another one for her. She's having a blinder of a third quarter. It's up to 60 now. How quickly the game of basketball can change. Good defense. Shot for free. They needed to go in. It hasn't. It's been tidied up by Yee. Now here goes Young again. Young crushing. Grenade throw. Tries to keep it in there that time. Does Almata so far, but can't do so. Queen Margaret pushing their way down. Yet to score. There's a shot for free. Bounces off the outside of the rim. And Young crashes forward. Pass down to Almata. Well blocked. Excellent work that time by Brooke Tongia. And so Wellington East on the baseline with the throw. Back in, and it rolls in for Rangi to Whare. 62-37. Roughly about 22 unanswered goals. Nothing for Queen Margaret. And still not. Young has to tidy up, wrestled. And it's a turnover here. Queen Margaret have it. Baseline throw in. by Harding. Off the backboard. Now they crash forward. Schmidt gets it in. Vera Schmidt in commanding form. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. And stolen again. The defence has been suffocating for Wellington East in this third quarter. Young still going. Young. It's their possession still. Came off a Queen Margaret player. Ava. Not sure if that one was, yes, it was successful. And so, on the free throw line. That's in. Ringi Tafari. And here's Harding bringing it down the court. Queen Margaret gets a score. Minute and a half left. We've got to hand it to this Wellington East defence. It's just been remarkably strong. Now Harding goes. Short again. Tongia gets the foul from the free line. So Tongia now. Just to get the first points for Queen Margaret for the quarter. There's a goal attacking netball, so certainly knows how to get these ones into the net. Another one for her, 67-39. And Schmidt passes down. NFL style pass, quarterback pass is Schmidt. Oh, keeps it in. That's good gymnastic skills there. Now they go for the three-pointer. Oh, it bounces out. Schmidt's got it. Fends the defender out of the way. But, unfortunately, it's been turned over. Technical call there. Now they press up. Harding. Good shot there by Harding. We have 30 seconds left on our score clock here in the third quarter. And that's another one easy as you like there for Fa'uasua. On the baseline for Harding. Back out to Bennett. Now they press. Solid defence by Easts. Technical that time. Still time to play here for Queen Margaret as we have another timeout. So, timeout period. Dominant third quarter here by Wellington East. It's 69-41. Still 35 seconds on the main clock, so we've just readjusted ours. I think it's 36, officially confirmed. So Queen Margaret, go for a big shot. Well, unfortunately, that might have been a little bit wrong there. But anyway, it's the end of the third quarter, and it is 69 points to 41. Wellington East in total control in that third quarter. We've got one more quarter to go in the Sharp Cup final. We'll be back soon. Fourth quarter underway, and early points there for Harding and Queen Margaret. As run around the final quarter, stolen here by Queen Margaret. This is what they need, and they get the foul. And they're going to have to throw for the free line. Well, this is what they need to get themselves back in. Their margin is big enough already. It's going to be Brooke Tongia who's grown into this final. To take this one. The goal attacking netball. Gets that one in. It's 69-45. A bit of a rattle start here for Wellington East. And Schmidt just can't get that one that time. Stolen by Queen Margaret as Harding brings it up the court. Looking for the options. Pass back to Harding again. She takes it in. Goes for the shot. Rolls out. Schmidt can't get it. Shot comes again. That is in by Bennett. 69-47 the score. That's in. Ashley Young. Excellent work there by Ashley Young. Now they put the pressure on. Masan trying to defend. Rolls in that time. Pataliu. And Skulls are coming in freely here at the moment. Rolls out. Queen Margaret get it back. Blockbuster start here in this final quarter. Queen Margaret pressed down into the shooting circle. Back to Harding. 2 seconds left on the clock. Need to shoot. Doesn't quite do it. But Uasua does well. Shot from Young. Bounces off the backboard. Picked up again. Young goes again. Tied it up by Waititi Penny. That's another one. And Wellington Queen Margaret will have it. And substitution happening. It's Ava Yee coming back on. And we have a timeout called as well. So, timeout called. This one by East. And this one, roughly about a minute. Timeout period coming to an end. 71-49. 7.5 minutes left in this final quarter. It's advantage Queen Margaret with a healthy lead. Oh, advantage, I should say. Wellington East over Queen Margaret at the moment. Healthy lead. Back underway. Queen Margaret pressing hard through. Brooke Tongia. Tongia back to Bennett. Shot comes. It rolls off. Regathered by Harding. Stolen here by Yee. And Ava Yee pushes up the court. And Schmidt looks for the options again. Finds Young. Unfortunately, losing possession that time was Young. Up, down. Tongia rolls out. Knock back. It's come off a Wellington East player. And from the baseline, it should be for Queen Margaret. Down it goes. Shot comes from Palu. Misses and tidied up that time there by Campbell. Young with the long pass. Tries to flick it in. And they press up here, Queen Margaret. Under 7 minutes to go. And that one's in. Queen Margaret over 50. Margin back down to 20. We'll pass down to Schmidt. Schmidt. Grenade throw back out. And it's a turnover for Queen Margaret. It's all going their way at the moment. Queen Margaret have found their voice. And Wellington East supporters still cheering on their team. Shot comes in, Harding. Great work there by Harding. Strong game by her. Now under 18, Schmidt stuck in a rut. Shot comes for free, it's in! The shot is in. And it's going to be on the free throw line, but I think. Here we go, Ashley Young. Looks successful, so therefore, a discussion with the table going on here between the officials. Now Queen Margaret pressing down. Harding again. Looks to wiggle up the top. Harding again. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. They have to do the shot now. It has to come. Tangi. Oh, that is in. 3 points there for Queen Margaret. Excellent shot, that one. Stolen by Queen Margaret again. This is a much better quarter for them. They struggled in the third, and Harding brings it down. Back up to the top. Shot here for Tangi if possible. Not to be. And that's been given away. Foul against Schmidt. Well, Queen Margaret, great start. Under 5 minutes to go. A few substitutions happening as well for Wellington East. Shot from Harding. Rolls out. Tied it up by Young. Young goes for the shot. Now they press down. Shot for free. Bounces off, but can't be tied up that time by Campbell. So East will have the throw in from the back line. Harding again. Loops that one in. Good work there by Harding. 4 minutes of play remaining. East need to hang on as Queen Margaret are staging a massive fight back here. Stolen that time by East. And Young does well. And the East supporters have come alive after a nervous start. Oh, it's in! Good work there by Tangi to 30. And they bring down further. Look at the Christian. Oh, well, good play. $77-60. 3.5 to go. It's a tight tussle, folks. Queen Margaret have fought their way back into this contest. Harding again. Rolls off the rim. Free to go. Young, change of hands. Stolen that time by Palu. Bounces off. Regathered. Schmidt. They're just going to slow this time down. Oh, pass to no one. But to one person. Brooke Tangi gets that one in the net. Now they press through Young again. Finally. More points to a tally. 79-62. 2 minutes to go. And by Harding, good work by Harding. Been impressed by her this evening. She's toiled hard all evening. Under 2 minutes. Knocked out by Queen Margaret. Wellington East ball. And substitution happening here for Queen Margaret. Now we're underway. Battle stations now. Three-pointer is needed. Three-pointer has not come. It's come off a Queen Margaret player. Wellington East have it. Looks like Queen Margaret might be calling for a timeout on the next possession they have. A minute and a half remaining on our scoreboard clock. Asher Young just winding down the time. 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Schmidt, oh, can't control it. Queen Margaret have got it back. Queen Margaret counter through Harding. Harding is fouled. And we'll have 2 points from the free throw line. And so Harding gets some more points here for Queen Margaret. Unfortunately, bounced out. Oh, it's out. No, hasn't found it. And so Wellington East look to pounce. There's about a minute left. Finals basketball at its finest. Can Wellington East go back to back? The shot for free comes. It bounces off. Now they count it down the court. Queen Margaret look for two. They get the two. 45 seconds. Queen Margaret need to steal the ball. Oh, that is great play. But unfortunately, Palu's given it away. And there has to be from the line. And we've got a timeout called. There we are, folks. There's actually 55 seconds remaining. I think we got that right this time, unlike the end of the third quarter. And it's 79-66 in favour of Wellington East. 79-76. And East playing like it's meant to be their title. It's in that time there. Baringi to Whare. There's about 40 seconds remaining. Queen Margaret need to score quickly. There's a good fight back by them. But Wellington East have got the ball. We've got under 30 seconds remaining. This will be another title for Wellington East. They'll just slow this down to their advantage. There's Schmidt with the ball. Looks to twist down. Shot comes, it bounces off. Harding Renault's back there for Wellington East. Schmidt's got it. Clock's running out. Is there time? The shot comes. It's missed. And Wellington East are your champions. 81-66. They have another title. And it's been a pleasure bringing you the girls' final for 2025. Many thanks to our crew of Tamati Richards and James Willits tonight. I'm Brad Hudson. Ciao for now.